Welcome back to another class on Halacha for women. We are continuing in the sefer called Otzar Dinim. Rav Yitzchak Yosef Shulta begins. Nachon lizaher lechabez hatalit mipam lepam im nitlach lecha. It is correct for one to be careful and launder or dry clean his talit from time to time if it became dirty. Kedei shetiya talit nikiah uvelevana. In order for the talit to be clean. And especially you have in this mitzvah by keeping the talit nice and clean, you have over here, you're doing another mitzvah by saying that this is my God and I will beautify him. It's a concept that we see throughout Torah. What does it mean, that this is my God and I will beautify him? When it comes to mitzvot, we have to ask ourselves, are we doing the mitzvah the best possible way? Or are we just getting by? For example, a person has the opportunity to buy tefillin that's worth $2,500 or tefillin that's worth $600. Not that he does not have money. It's just one is written in a lower quality, not such excellent writing and so on and so forth. The other one, both of them are kosher, but the other one, it's better quality, it's written with more kavanot, and the handwriting is more beautiful, the cloth is beautiful, and so on and so forth. There are things that go into making it tefillin. So you could ask yourself, 600, 2,500, 600, 2,500. When it comes to the mitzvah ze'eli v'anvechu, you want to go ahead and, if you have the money, you want to buy a $2,500 pair tefillin. Why? Because by you buying a nice tefillin, you are showing HaKadosh Baruch Hu that you want to beautify his mitzvah. You want to show it, you want to show it the utmost importance. Or what about when a person has to go ahead and he has to buy a lulav and a trog? Or what about when a person, for example, a woman, she's doing Shabbat at home, or she's doing Yom Tov at home. So she goes to Amazing Saving, or she goes to one of these stores where she's able to buy plastic plates. Now she's able to buy those paper plates, white plates, which are not really presentable, and she can put it on her Shabbat table because she doesn't want to go ahead and wash the dishes, or maybe she doesn't have cleaning help. But at the same time, if she spends $10, $20 more, she'll be able to get nice, elegant plastic plates or cups and spoons and forks. Now, you have to ask yourself, do you want to beautify the mitzvah of Shabbat? Do you want to honor Shabbat? If your in-laws would come, if somebody important would come, would you put out plastic plates? Probably not. So this is the whole concept of ze'eli v'anvechu. You want to go ahead and you want to show importance to HaKadosh Baruch Hu's mitzvot. And I can understand when you have a lot of people and putting real plates is going to require hiring a lady that's going to go ahead and wash for you the dishes. Again, everybody has to see their own situation. But what would it mean to go ahead and beautify Shabbat and Yom Tov? Not only the food that we eat on that day, but also how do we decorate the table? Is it only on weddings and bar mitzvahs and brit milas do we make the table nice and fancy? But on Shabbat and Yom Tov, we put a regular tablecloth, regular spoons, regular plates, regular cups, because there's nobody watching. And that is a tremendous mistake. Because we have to follow the rule of ze'eli v'anvehu, that this is my God and I'm going to beautify him. Meaning we have an obligation to always beautify our mitzvot. So that's why Rav Yitzchak Yosef Shulta is telling us over here, that when it comes especially, you see your husband's talit, or your son's talit, you see it got dirty here and there. It's very, very important to go ahead and give it to dry cleaning or launder it yourself. The next question we want to see is, can you have a non-Jewish person go ahead and launder your talit? Whether it's going to be talit katan or talit gadol, correct? We have the prayer, the talit gadol, which is for the prayer where it goes all over the whole body. And then talit katan is the one I've been showing in the past video, which is what we wear underneath our clothing. So he says it like this: Mutar li'isha letet et hatalit l'shivcha goya. It is allowed for a woman to go ahead and give the talit of the husband or the son to a non-Jewish maidservant, kadeshi techabes talit, in order that she's going to go ahead and she's going to wash, she's going to launder the talit. V'amnam, however, he says, Yesh omrim she'en litin hatalit lechubes goy sheichbesem. But someone will learn that you should not give your talit to a goy, that he should go ahead and do the laundry. Why? In order for the mitzvot not to be in your eyes, that means if by you giving it to a goy, you're not really showing it importance in a way, you're gonna start losing value. I give an example. When something is important to you, you're not gonna go ahead and just give it away to anybody. You're gonna give it to somebody that you trust. Same thing with the Tallit. Whether it's gonna be Tallit Talit Katan, whether it's going to be a Talit Gadol, doesn't matter. These things are precious. These things that are buying us our Olam Haba. And you're making mitzvot every second wearing it. Like we saw in the previous shiur, how important it is for a guy and a child and everyone else that are male to go ahead and put on Talit Katan, because you're going to be able to be Zochel, Kabel Pnei Shechina. After 120, when a person dies, he's going to be able to go ahead and greet HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself. Okay, Rabotai, if you guys do hear noise, I have construction going on, so forgive me for that. Torah has to continue. This is why I'm in another room and not in my best measures, because they're doing construction. Thank you. In any event, Rav Yitzchak Research with us says you're allowed to go ahead and you're allowed to give it to a non-Jewish maidservant, but at the same time he says you do have opinions that are stringent, and they say you should not give. Why shouldn't you give? Because the mitzvah, they will not be important in your eyes. According to the stringent opinions that say you should not give your talit to a non-Jewish person to go ahead and dry clean, he says, according to their opinion, what you should do is you should go ahead and undo the tzitziyot. Correct? So remember we spoke about, we had the strings on the four corners garment. We spoke about the tzitziyot, the fringes. So what you're going to have to do, if you want to give it to a goy to do the laundry, you're going to undo all the strings, you're going to take out the strings completely, and then you're going to give it to the non-Jew to let him do laundry or let him do dry cleaning. That's according to the stringent opinions. However, he says, however, he says, people already have the custom to be lenient to go ahead and give their Talit Katan or Talit Gadol, to give it to a non-Jewish dry cleaner. And it's not a problem. Somebody wants to be stringent in this by going ahead and only giving it to a Jewish person to do the laundry or dry clean, or untie the tzitziyot before he gives the talit to the non-Jew to do the dry cleaning or laundry. He says Hashem should bless him. Therefore he says, Im efshar yachol l'smoch al hamitirim. Therefore, if it's impossible for you to do what we just mentioned, it's hard for you to find a Jewish person who's going to do the laundry. It's hard for you to do the laundry. You can't find a Jewish guy that's a dry cleaner. It's a lot of them are non-Jews that are working. The owner might be Jewish, but who's the one that is doing the actual laundry? Who's the one that's doing the actual laundry is a non-Jew. So that is the problem. So again, and you're not going to go sit there now, untie each string. So therefore he says, if it's impossible, you have what to rely on by giving the Talit Katan or Talit Gadol to a non-Jewish person, where they're going to go ahead and they're going to either do laundry with it or dry cleaning. Okay, this will be the class for today. Baruch Adonai L'Olam. Amen. Amen.